So welcome back. This is the weekly update from us. Most of the week was spent preparing the aircraft for this first engine test after the test we had in Germany back in April. Non-eventful stuff really, mostly. So I'm going to show you the actual test as the main thing. It's good to get the aircraft out again after a couple of weeks now where we've been bogged down with different tasks. So just preparing the aircraft there, and one of the big challenges when we're doing this is actually getting enough cooling through the heat exchangers. So you can see that blue thing on the roof there is actually just a small fan that is pulling about 15 knots of air through the heat exchangers inside the cabin. Gives us a little bit of help in trying to cool the controllers. The actual machine on the back of the tail is cooled quite well by the airflow it's producing itself through the propeller, so that's fine, but we really had to keep a really close eye on the temperatures the whole time, because you don't get anything close to the airflow that you actually would get when you fly the aircraft or move the aircraft fast through the air. So we had really good help this evening from Raimondus, one of our guys that we found close by that is an expert in electric vehicle development. So he's helping us really analysing all the systems now as we move through the test, and learning a lot from that process. It's all about getting acquainted with the systems and understanding how the system actually works. And we basically sat down and tried to log the temperatures and looking at the time the whole time to see what kind of efficiency, what kind of rate we got from the batteries. And this is actually the first time we tested both battery packs together, giving the power to the machine, which was kind of exciting because we have two very different battery packs in the aircraft with different characters. So that went really well. And it seemed like the time that we spent on the ground there pushing the machine quite heavily at 85% around, and sometimes a little bit above that, and it amounted to about 15 minutes down to 320 volts from 400 volts. So that is in principle a way higher load than you would have in a typical flight, which means that we can assume that we'll get between 20 and 25 minutes out of the battery packs, which is what we've been specifying the whole time. So that was a good acknowledgement to get. And again, it is always really cool to see the propeller and the machine working on the aeroplane, so it's really good to see that again now, and we'll be working hard to get about 5 to 10 tests done in the next weeks, and continue the ground test program now. Not to mention the actual fact that we can start driving the aircraft round on the ground. We ended the whole process with charging both the batteries, which also worked quite well, so we're good to continue. So I'll leave you with that. Thank you so much for watching.